This is Yogita, Dr. Yogita from Scholarsight Technologies Private Limited. And today we have privilege to host Professor Dilip Datta with us on our platform and rather on various platforms like YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and many more. And I would like to extend my warm welcome to Professor Dilip Datta. Though there are not enough words to actually summarize all his expertise. However, I have tried my level best. Professor Datta has been teaching mechanical engineering courses as well as various multidisciplinary courses for last 29 years. Presently, he is serving as a professor in mechanical engineering at Tejpur University, prior to which he served at NIT Silchar for 16 years. Professor Datta obtained his bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from Guwahati University, master's degree in applied mathematics, applied mechanics from IIT Delhi, and PhD in optimization from IIT Kanpur, followed by a postdoctoral fellowship offered by FCT, Ministry of Science and Technology, Posthume. Professor Datta is the sole author of the book entitled LaTeX in 24 Hours, a practical guide for scientific writing, which is taught as the main textbook on LaTeX in many institutes and universities at both India and abroad. Another book, Good Practices and Ethics in Research and Publication, is also taught in many universities in India as the main textbook on research and publication, ethics as prescribed by UGC as a mandatory two-credit course for PhD students. I extend my warm welcome from the family of Scholarsight, and here the mic and stage goes to Professor Datta. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Yogita, for giving this opportunity to speak here and to organize this workshop. This is scientific document writing using LaTeX and, of course, hands-on training, but it is in online mode, so I'm not very much sure how much I would be able to make it hands-on. Still, I will try my level best, but what I do in offline mode, there in that way it will work or not, that will depend upon the cooperation from the participants also, but I will try my level best to make it. So let me start without delaying. Is my screen visible? Dr. Yogita?
Yes, sir, it is visible now, and I hope to everybody.
Huh. Okay, so it is 15 days online hands-on training on scientific document writing using LaTeX starting from today, and it will continue up to 19th June. Daily 2 hours, and timing is set from 9 to 11 p.m. so that participants can join here without any other assignment. Most of the cases there will not be any other assignment at this late hour, 9 to 11. So this is what that hands-on training and the need of writing documents in LaTeX and how to learn LaTeX. My attempt will be that to make the participants fully aware and capable to write scientific document in these sessions. There will be 15 sessions, total 30 hours it will take. So before beginning this, I would like to thanks Dr. Yogita Agarwal from Scholarsight for organizing this workshop and giving me this opportunity to work as research person. So very first, let me tell this thing that this is many people pronounce as LaTeX. It is not pronounced as LaTeX, but LaTeX, just to differentiate it from the chemical latex. So we would pronounce it as in this way, LaTeX, scientific document writing using LaTeX. Now, if we see this background of this workshop, first of all, let me tell that there are total 75 participants out of which 67 are students, mostly PhD scholars and few PG students. There are also 8 faculty members from different leading institutes of the country, from 28 in total. So if we see these institutes from where these participants have joined, IIT Bombay, IIT ISM Dhanbad, IIT Madras, IIT Mandi, IIM Jammu, IIM Kashipur, Triple IT Allahabad, MNIT Jaipur, NIT Jalandhar, NIT Silchar, CIT Kokrajhar, CAU Sikkim, Central Agricultural University Sikkim, CIIL, Central Institute of Indian Languages Mysuru, Nearest Itanagar, Mizoram University, Nehu, Northeast Hills University, Shillong, Savitribai Phule Pune University, Tezpur University, this is my own university, then University of Calcutta, Bhattadev University, it is another state university in Assam, Cotton University in Guwahati, Manipur Technical University, Saurashtra University in Gujarat, BIT Mesra in Ranchi, BITS Pilani Goa campus, then KIIT University Bhubaneswar, and this SITE in its name is Tade Paligodan, and St. Mary's College, Shillong. Now, many people think that LaTeX for home, they don't know even. But LaTeX, it is a document writing process needed for all people. Now, here in this workshop itself, participants with 26 different academics background have joined. If we see their background, biotechnology is there, civil engineering, computer science and engineering, information technology, electrical engineering, electronics and communication engineering, electronics and communication technology, engineering design, food engineering and technology, food technology, instrumentation engineering, mechanical engineering, applied sciences, chemistry, environmental science, mathematics, physics, zoology, business administration, economics and business environment, economics, education, finance and accounting, linguistic, and management studies. So, first of all, I would like to welcome all these participants to this workshop. It is my pleasure that I have got this opportunity to help them in learning LaTeX, which will be helpful for in their research work. So let me start with this. First of all, most of the people all over the world use word processors, what is called WYSIWYG. That is, what you see is what you get processors. For example, Microsoft Word or OpenOffice. They are what you are typing, that is what output you want. But for writing scientific documents, these WYSIWYG processors have certain limitations, drawbacks in writing scientific document, particularly if it is a little big and complicated. So first of all, let us see such difficulties, that many scientific documents, such as academic theses or books, are usually large in size. Hence, it is difficult to prepare and handle such a large size document as a single file. So, its different segments, for example, chapters, usually need to be prepared in separate files. Preparation of a scientific document is a complex job also, both in formatting and cross-referencing. Formatting means it will indicate the font size, say section heading, it will be different font size, bold font size, section will be some other font size, subsection will be different size. Again, this normal paragraph will be in different size. Cross-referencing, if we have somewhere say table, equation, or figures or even references, those we need to cite or refer. So in such cases, these type of word processors often face difficulties because users have to make everything manually. So different sectional units, that is chapters, sections, subsections, etc., as well as textual paragraphs need to be prepared using fonts of different shapes and sizes, as already I told. And such changes are required not only once, but in every change in mode from a sectional unit to a paragraph and vice versa, thus making the job highly error prone. Say you have written section 1 font size you made say 14 and it is bold. After that, you are writing paragraph in say normal 12-point font. Then coming to this subsection, maybe you are writing in 12-point font and bold. Then coming to this next section, again manually you need to change font size to 14 and bold. Many times user do mistake there. It is very difficult to keep track in which portion what type of font was used. Now, proper numbering and referring of sectional units as well as other numbered items, for example, equations, figures, tables, references, etc., are also highly error prone jobs. You need to number these equations, figures manually. So while numbering serially, wrongly the sequence of one item might get mixed with that of another. For example, the sequence of table might get continued for numbering figures. Means, say you are doing continuing in a document, so far you have added 5 tables and 3 figures. Next, you were going to add one figures whose number had to be 4, but by mistake, you are continuing with the serial number of table and putting it is your figure number 6. And ultimately, there will be gap of figure number 4 and 5 there. So upon inclusion or exclusion of an intermediate numbered item, all the subsequent items of that class need to be renumbered, thus making it another error-prone job. Say you have some figures, 10 figures, in between if you add another figure, say numbering 5, then 6 onward all figures numbers to be changed manually. And same thing happens with the equations tables or this. Similarly, again, if you delete one say table in between by some reason you are thinking that this is redundant and you are going to delete, then again the numbering of all tables up below that are to be changed, and those are to be done manually. Often it may also happen that a non-existing item might get referred while an existing item, say equation, figure, table, etc., make left without referring anywhere. Often it is seen, say it is written that reference number 52, but when going to this list of reference, in fact, there are say 40 or 50 references. 52 in fact doesn't exist. Similar thing may happen in case of figures and tables also. Or sometimes it may happen, say figures are inserted and it is in figure number 6. It is nowhere referred in the text, making it a redundant in the document. Cross-referencing of numbered items across different sectional units, for example, chapters, prepared in separate files may also become a source of errors. Already I told that if it is a thesis or book, it will be a very big document, so you may prepare different chapters in different files. Then, say in chapter 5, if you want something to refer some section from chapter 2, then in computer you need to open 2 different files or 3 different files, then go shift again to there and get this correct numbering. It is very difficult, often confusing. So it is not an easy job to correctly check and link items lying in different files. Referred different types of documents, for example, article, book, proceedings, etc., need to be identified by different pieces of information, which might get mixed up, leading to another type of errors. For example, one research article, for their research article, journal name is mandatory. Whereas, say, in case of book, the publishers and place of publication is mandatory. But when it will be done, many times people may do that mistake, writing this in say 4 or 5 articles. After that, if one book is to be cited, probably forgetting to write the publishers or year of publications. Slide preparation for presentation is an integral part of many scientific documents, for example, academic thesis, which might also suffer from similar errors as stated above. There also in this slide also you may need to refer, may need to mm, cite. So there also you may get confused or may commit mistake. In most word processors, such errors need to be checked and corrected manually, which become very difficult, even if not impossible, for many scholars. Another important thing is drawing figures and plotting functions or data points are also integral part of many scientific documents, which often require expensive software packages for their precise presentation. Often it is seen that doing very good work and presenting some figure which is not properly readable, visible, like that quality is not good. Or if one wants to have good figure, then need to go for a commercial other expensive software packages. So keeping those things in mind, let's see why we need LaTeX and what is LaTeX. In view of above, scientific documents may be prepared in LaTeX as all such errors and difficulties can be avoided in LaTeX by exploiting its auto-formatting provisions. Please note that can be avoided. It will not be will not be avoided automatically. You need to be careful that a LaTeX document is to be prepared using auto-formatting provisions. Here, say equation number or figure number, table numbers are not to be set manually. It is to be done using auto features of LaTeX. So what is LaTeX? If we see, it is a programming-based simple markup language for typesetting documents. Markup means here it will be marked of what to be done. Such, a, such as letters, application, research article, book, thesis, report, slide, poster, or anything of that kind of document can be prepared in LaTeX. Any document you name can be prepared in LaTeX. LaTeX can produce accurate and professional looking high quality output by using its structured and auto formatting macros. Unlike what you see is what you get type of word processor, say MS Word or OpenOffice. LaTeX is a what you see is what you mean type of processors. Means here what you are typing, you will not get that thing in output, but you will instruct something to do some output as you want. And it concentrates on the structure of a document rather than on its formatting details. What is done, say, in MS Word, manually you are numbering or making font size or font shapes, those things will not be done manually. Instead, their structure will be specified in LaTeX. So formatting of a document can be automated in LaTeX. As a result, what will happen? The possibility of committing any mistake in formatting can be avoided very easily. Where such mistake may take place, occur, numbering and referring items, as already I told, say series of tables may get mixed up with figures. Again, when referring something, some items, non-existing item may get referred or one existing item may not get referred anywhere. Then choosing fonts, different types and say sizes of fonts. Preparing bibliography. Correctly preparing bibliography is very important from the point of plagiarism issue. Or generating lists of contents, index, glossary, etc. Now, LaTeX is specially suitable for those documents containing a lot of mathematical expressions, tabular data, insertion of figures, cross-referencing, etc. And most of the scientific documents will involve some or most of them. So in such cases, of course, LaTeX will be more beneficial one. These are the reasons why most international publishers as well as higher educational institutes prefer scientific documents to be prepared in LaTeX. However, starting of LaTeX is a bit complicated. But effort and time required for preparing complex documents are very less compared to those required in other what you see is what you get type of word processors. See one plot here. Say document complexity and size as it is increasing. Say general word processors for small size document, time and effort is very less. You can do very comfortably what you are typing, that will be the output. But as the document will become complicated, say you have lot of mathematics, tables or figures, then the time and effort required will increase exponentially. Whereas in case of LaTeX, starting time and effort is little bit higher than these common word processors. But once you learn, then the complicacy and this time effort requirement will be very insignificantly higher compared to other word processors. Here it is increasing say exponentially, and here you can see marginally it is increasing. Now the question is how LaTeX works. LaTeX document can be divided into two parts. One is preamble, another is body. Preamble means where every structure will be defined, how you want, what type of document, what will be the style, everything will be defined in the preamble. And in the body, body means the part where you will typeset what you want in your output. And here output will be PDF file or PS file. PS these days not preferred much, so I can tell only PDF. PDF will be generated. So what you want in your PDF output, all this will be placed inside this portion in this body. So if we see what this means, say the first one preamble, very simplest preamble will be this backslash document class, then something is written in curly braces, you can see in curly braces f1 comma f2 comma and something. After that in curly braces D type something is written. Now here what is written in square bracket, those are optional settings, and in curly braces those will be mandatory settings. So in this case what mandatory setting says that what will be the type of your document. There are four standard types of documents: letter, article, report or book. You need to put any of these here in place of D type, say article. And this other optional you can set different requirement, say A4 paper means your output will be in size of A4 paper. 12 pt means font size will be 12 point, and many more options can be given there. Then the document class command alone takes care of all the basic formatting, not all but basic formatting, if LaTeX input file is prepared using proper commands and environments in the document environment. This is called document environment, that is the body. It contains a pair of commands: begin document, backslash begin, then within curly brace document. In curly brace means it will be mandatory, and it will be end with end document. Beyond that we cannot write anything. Everything we need to write inside this portion, inside this body. And in this body, if we write our expected output following proper structure of LaTeX, then we can prepare professional looking high quality document. So how we can do this? Say if we have sectional units, we need to prepare properly using commands, not manually. Say chapter. How we'll start chapter? Say backslash chapter, then curly brace. In curly brace, we'll write the heading of the chapter. Then if we need to write section, we'll write it backslash section, then in curly brace, what will be the heading of this. Similarly, subsection and subsection we can use. These are for sectional units. Many times we have numbered items. Often we do numbering, selecting these 1, 2, 3, or itemize, or we do manually. Such thing we can do using environment. Again, environment means it will start with begin and will end with end. So enumerate for numbered listing, itemize for bulleted listing, description we can use our own numbered listing, or we can identify listing by different names also. If we want to prepare tables and insert figures, then we need to use table and figure environments for preparing table and inserting figures. For writing equations, equations can be of different types. Only one equation, there may be set of equations. So in such cases, we can use different types of environments as our requirements, say equation, equation array, align, align, add for preparing equations. Bibliography preparation. Often it happens that scholars will say, there I send my article in that journal, this bibliography references were asked in APA format. Now from there the article is written, now I need to submit somewhere, now here it is asking in MLA format, I need to change everything. In LaTeX, you need not to do all these things. Only thing you need to do, you need to tell the style, what style you need to print. Say MLA or APA or whatever, that will be defined here, bibliography style. And bibliography, here you will use your file, means how you have stored the information, different pieces of information about your references. I'll show such thing also in a short while. Then for cross-referencing, this ref command will be used, slash backslash ref for referencing any numbered item, and backslash cite for referencing, citing bibliography, etc. Now you see how other part will work. Say table of contents. If we go to prepare a thesis or a book, of course there will be one table of contents. How we prepare table of contents? That after completing our document, probably we go to prepare one table. There we turn all the pages, we take out this, where this section say abstract, it is on which page. Then after declaration, it is coming on page 5, certificate, all this. Manually we are turning and checking on which page what it is and preparing our list of contents. In LaTeX, you need not to do any of such thing. Instead, you need one simple command called, this is, just write this backslash table of contents. In the required place, you just write this thing, what is written in red font, backslash table of contents. If you write this, LaTeX will automatically collect all the information, pieces of information about your sectional units, and it will prepare this table of contents correctly. You may do mistake when you do manually, say literature review, it started from page number 4, by mistake you may write 3, but LaTeX will not do, LaTeX will write correctly, and everything it will do on its own. required place, you write only this command backslash list of tables. LaTeX will automatically collect all pieces of information related all tables and will prepare the list of tables here correctly, of course. Sectional units. Sectional units say on this simple page what is there. This is one chapter 1, then chapter heading is introduction, then some text is written, one paragraph is written, after that one section is there, 1.1 aim of the thesis, after that so on. So these cases how we will do sectional units, we will write say chapter, it will be written as backslash chapter, then in curly braces heading. Say in this case for producing this it was written backslash chapter and in place of heading it was introduction. Similarly, in this case of section, the backslash section command was used and in curly brace aim of the thesis was written. And other things were taken care by the LaTeX itself. See, the headings are automatically printed in proportionally larger and bold-faced fonts. You need not to think what will be the font size here. What font size you specified at the beginning, say 12-point font, that is for normal text. Accordingly, proportionately, LaTeX will decide what will be the font size of chapter heading, what will be the font size of the section heading, subsection heading, so on. Numbering will also be done automatically. So here, when it is and this first chapter command is encountered, it wrote in this way. It produced chapter 1. This word chapter, it is also done automatically by LaTeX, and it is numbered. Again, when it will encounter another chapter, again another chapter will be started, and at that time it will be numbered as chapter 2. Similarly, if it encounters another section command, then that will be numbered as 1.2. Now regarding equations, which is very important, and this is one major thing why LaTeX was developed for writing a lot of mathematics. Equations, as in MS Word, for example, equation editors are used. Here also equation editors are used. For example, this editors means here environment will be used. Say for writing one equation, we will use equation environment, means it will start with begin equation, means backslash begin in curly brace equation. After writing your equation, it will end with end in curly brace equation. And this is this equation writing. This is one syntax of writing equations. So here it says x square plus y square equal to r square. Now equations are labeled, that is named, of course not numbered, through the label command. This is one important thing, the importance of LaTeX, that here things are done automatically, unlike other what you see is what you get type of word processors, that you need to number it manually and correctly. Now, thing is, if you are writing 10 equations from one in between, if one equation is deleted or added, then every number is to be changed. All other equations will get different numbers. But if it is labeled by some name, now no matter whether any other equation is added or deleted, it will remain by that name only. Say, for example, myself is Dilip. So no matter whether I am sitting alone, I will be known by Dilip, or if I am sitting among 100 people, then also I will be known by Dilip only, not by any serial number. So this is this that LaTeX will do labeling, here, and when LaTeX file will be compiled, LaTeX will automatically convert this label, that is name, into correct number. Say when this will be done, somewhere you are referring, say somewhere you are telling the equation of circle is shown in equation this. will not tell this is number. Instead, will refer by its name. Say, for example, Dilip told like that, or Dilip shows like that. So that will be done. Backslash EQ ref means equation reference, curly brace, name of this equation. Say here this equation was labeled with EQ, say circ. So this to label. When it will be done, when LaTeX will be compiled, LaTeX will put one numbered here. If you see on this left side page, these equations were numbered. It is in book format, so it was preceded by chapter name. These numbers were there, so you can. Of course, this will not be very visible at this moment. So where you will now refer this, the correct number will appear there. Now tables. As I told, when you will prepare table, that table environment can be used. In table, cells are prepared using tabular or tabular X environment, and this tabular environment, again, if it is put inside table environment like this, say this preparation of table is little bit lengthy one to explain here, but everything is structured, every part is commented, instructed here. Say here one table is prepared, it is told that 5 columns you prepare of center aligned and 1 column left aligned. This is one left aligned column, and prepare 5 center aligned columns. This is told here. Then you can generate your rows as many you want. Then entire thing is put into begin table environment, so that table can be captioned. Caption, one table can be captioned, say backslash caption, then what caption will be there, you write it. And similar to this equation, the table also can be labeled here. Again, please note, it will not be numbered, but it will be labeled by some unique names. Say label in curly brace name of this table. Then this label, what is labeled by this label command, can be referred by ref commands, backslash ref in curly brace name of the table. When this LaTeX document will be compiled, then LaTeX will convert this name into correct number. Now figures, as I told, plotting figures is very important when we will go to write some scientific document in most of the cases. Now how we can insert some figures drawn somewhere, some other software probably you have drawn, then how you need to insert. That figures will be inserted through one command called include graphics. It will be started with backslash include graphics, then some optional command options can be inserted in square bracket, and there is one curly brace which will be mandatory, and this include graphics command will be put in figure environment, so that figure can be captioned and numbered. Now if you see here, I have done something, include graphics. This will include this graphics, and I have given some option. Say width equal to 5 cm means what figure I have, you produce this figure of width 5 cm, and in curly brace the name of the figure is there. After that, backslash caption command is used, so that figure will be numbered and also it will be captioned. Then similar to equation and table, here also we can name this figure by a suitable name, unique name, through the label command, so that this figure also can be referred in text, again not by number but by its name, using this command ref backslash ref. Then this major part, bibliography. Often scholars take bibliography very lightly, but it is to be taken very seriously. Reason is, if you forget to add some bibliography in some material you have taken from somewhere, or if you fail to cite correct bibliography, someone may challenge also that your document is plagiarized. You may face charge of plagiarism because you have not either cited properly or you cited wrongly. So if we see different cases, many people probably will not be knowing what type of article to be identified by what pieces of information. For example, if you have one article, you see in article mandatory is author's name, then journal name is mandatory, then month and note, these are optional. Whereas if you are going to refer some book, then either author name or editor is mandatory. Address of this publishers is optional. Then month, note, these are optional. Similarly, say conference proceedings, then what will be required? Author will be mandatory, book title will be mandatory, then all other things will be optional. Similarly, you have structured this reference style which you need to use properly. Say when you will cite some article, which are the pieces of information you need to do, you need to identify it through article. Similarly, book, booklet, all this you need to use. How you need to do, these are different pieces of information what will be required. Now you see you need to prepare one separate file, bibliography file. Here you need not to bother about where you will submit, whether it will ask MLA format or APA format or Chicago format or whatever. You will write in a general format, in a common format, and bibliography style you will mention, it will take care everything, means LaTeX will take care. Say general file will be prepared how? Say first one, this is one article, it will be identified by article, this at article. Then this article will also be identified by a unique keyword similar to equation, figure or tables. Here also will not numbered exclusively, but it will be named, means labeled by some unique name. So say here it is named by something. After that, authors will be listed, title, whatever title, then journal, volume, all these will be put here. Then this document or this reference is completed here. The next document says book. So it will be identified by book, at book. Then this is unique name of this book. Who is the author? What is this title of this book? Who was this publisher? What is this address? On which year it was published? All this information, pieces of information are prepared in a separate file. These are different types of documents, how this will be prepared. Now you can see this is this bibliography in output, how it will come out. Now how it will be done, only you need to write two pieces of commands. See this second one first, backslash bibliography. That means this is the file name where you stored your references. No matter how many references are there, 100 or 200 or 2000. This is means this one, say what I showed, my bib 2.bib, this is this file name, and here I am telling here this is my file name. Then above this, bibliography style, backslash bibliography style. Here I am telling what style. All these styles are defined in some other file. You need not to bother about this. Say APA or MLA or Chicago, whatever, just you write there. This single word you write, your output will be prepared in required format. You need not to change yourself anything. LaTeX will do. Now say you submitted your document somewhere in say Elsevier where you were asked, say in APA like reference style you did. After that, for some reason, article is returned from Elsevier. Now you want to submit it to say IEEE. Now their bibliography style is different. Then you need not to make yourself any change. What style your journal has specified, just write the name of that particular style here. And LaTeX will take care to prepare your bibliography in that format. Now, once you have prepared your bibliography list, next inside your document you need to cite. How you will cite? Sorry. You will use this command \cite, and in curly braces you will write the unique name of the document which you want to cite. For example, \cite, this is the name of one document I prepared in my bibliography file. Then as per this style, it will prepare, cite it here in proper places. Another advantage here, only which documents are cited in your document, those will be listed under the bibliography or reference list. In your reference file, it may contain thousands of different references, documents, no matter. But it will print only that much which are cited in your document. Now coming to plotting functions. First I showed there you have say figures plotted in some other software, then you how you can insert there. Now you see LaTeX has provision for plotting functions here also, or data sets. Directly you can do this. See one example. Say one function is plotted here. Sorry. Hi, hello. Huh.
Sir, there was some connection issue. Please reconnect using the same link.
Okay, it is got disconnected.
Yes, sir. Yes.
At which point can you tell, please?
Sorry, sir.
At which point it got disconnected? Can you please tell?
Sir, 2 minutes back.
Oh, okay.
I'll check the live stream and let you know.
Okay, okay. Then I'm checking and doing this. Okay.
Hello.
Is it working now?
Yes, sir. It is working.
Okay. So can I start now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Sorry. Probably it got disconnected. So let me see from this. Say bibliography, what I was telling, bibliography file will be included here through this backslash bibliography command. Above this bibliography style will be specified. Whatever style will be required, LaTeX will take care of everything. Then inside this document, wherever you need to cite a document, you need to use this command, that backslash cite, and in curly brace the name of this unique name of this particular document will be used, and LaTeX will take care what will be the citation number or citation style it will produce. And thing is, if your file contains say 10,000 or 1,000 different documents, information of documents, no matter, in your output file only that much will be listed as you have cited in your current document. Next, come to this plotting of figures. First, I mentioned how you can insert figures plotted in some other software. Now, let's see how figures or data sets or functions can be plotted in LaTeX. Say, this is one function plotted in LaTeX, t sine 3t. Those having a maths background will understand this plot, plot of t sine 3t. Now for doing this, only this much command was required. On this left hand side, you can see this is called one environment TickZ picture. So it started with begin TickZ picture and ended with TickZ picture. And these are scale something, scaling you can do anything. Then begin, another environment is there. So what I was telling, plotting functions. Say this is one function we need to plot t sine 3t. This figure you can see this plot on this right side. What was required to plot this? Only this much command in the TickZ picture environment. So this environment started with begin TickZ picture and ended with TickZ picture. Inside this, another environment used, that is polar axis. Polar axis begin, polar axis end. And inside this polar axis, this is done add plot. This is this only command how this is done. Add plot. Then these are scales, define things, style mentioned. Simply add plot command and you can see here how this function is defined. It is t sine 3t. T will not accept here, so it is done with x. X into sine 3t. Just that much is written and this plot has come out. Now say plotting data set. We have one data set. If you can see on this left side, say we have one data file containing some pieces of information, say year wise, rice, pulses, and mustard. And we need to plot bar chart of these data sets. How we can do? You can see year wise, these rice, pulses, mustard are plotted 2002 to 2020. So for these commands, again, this environment TickZ picture will be used and this much command will be required systematically to have this plot. Here you can see this is how it is done. This table is there. You can see there are three plots, means one for rice, one for pulses, one for mustard. So how it is done? All these are done using add plot command. Same command was used in case of polar plot also in the previous slide. So there are three different types of crops are there. So it is plotted three times: add plot, add plot, add plot. Now you say that we may need to plot pie chart also. It's very simple plotting this. Here I have shown the example of 4 pie charts and each of these pie chart is plotted using just one line of command. You can see this is, for example, this first one, chart 1. This is this chart1 command backslash pi. Then optionally something is mentioned, that is position, that is center coordinates, 02 is given, radius is specified, radius equal to 1.5, color is given, something say gray, intensity is obtained by dividing by say 50. Then which are the fields to be done? Say here four different pieces of information are to be plotted. Say 30 marks in maths, 28 in physics, 25 in chemistry, 17 in English. So all these are done in this way. And percentage sign it is done, and automatically it is done. By default it takes 100%. Now if you are not satisfied with this, say I want this chart should be bigger one, and this names, this should go inside not outside, then we can go for second one. You can see what is done to put this text. Only thing is written text equal to inside, texts are put inside. Then rotate equal to 90, it will be rotated by 90 degrees. Say here it math was here, now it has gone here because it is rotated by 90 degree. Other things are remaining same. Now third pie chart, you see if you want some information to be excluded, then can be done simply giving this option exclude. Exclude which one? We have four pieces of information. For excluding, all others are kept 00, and here say for first information it is made zero point 0.3, so that with zero point 0.3 gap it is excluded. In some cases, it may happen, see this one chart 4. We don't need complete one, some information is not available. We can define, say, what will be our total that have pie chart of total 100, and we are providing information of that is less than 100. So that much will be produced here and remaining will be blank. So these are different features what we can do in LaTeX. Now, if you see one complicated one, this is from my some class note. You can see how complicated figures can also be drawn in LaTeX through commands only. It is not drawn anywhere, similar only in a similar way as shown through this text, writing commands, and this is plotted. The advantage of using LaTeX for plotting is that figures will be in vector graphics format. Vector graphics means these are programmed, not bitmap. In bitmap, say if you take one figure, plotted say paintbrush or say Excel, if you zoom it 100 or 200, you may get your figures got distorted. But when it will be prepared in vector graphics format, no matter how big you make it, how much you zoom it, it will remain intact. It will not get distorted. Now, thing is where to get LaTeX, how you will work with LaTeX. Now, you can see this open source software for LaTeX. For both Windows, we can have different software packages available. Kyle, Tech Life, Tech Maker, Tech Studio, Tech this, likes different things are there. Then for Windows, Make Tech is there, WinCell is there, WinEdit, online software. In this one, mainly of online one will be used, that is Overleaf. And if there is any LaTeX user, they can go for Tech Life, which is very good one. And there are many, only few I have listed here. So any of these platform can be taken for preparing document and compiling. Now, how to prepare LaTeX input file? A simple LaTeX input file you see here at the very beginning. I said Okay, there were some comments, all this, but I think it is working now. So what we need, two pieces. One is preamble and another. Now say my document is document class article. I am not giving any optional this thing. Very simple one I am preparing here. Say backslash document class article, then begin document, end document. This is my body. I have written something as we do in case of general word processors. Say I have given in this way LaTeX in boldface, expecting output will be something like that as shown. Some are made say italic, some are made typewriter this, and after that I am compiling this. Compilation I am coming how it will be compiled. Now you see surprisingly what you expected it is not coming like that. I have underlined the things what has not come as expected. LaTeX, it has not come as expected, all this. The reason is in LaTeX, you can not do manual formatting, everything to be done through its structures or macros. Before going to such things, let's see how you will compile. Once you have prepared your LaTeX input file using any of the software as I mentioned here as preferred one, you take, you typeset your document, and after that it is to be compiled. If someone is working on will work say in terminal, then those are this command in command prompt. Different commands are there for compiling. Many people may not be knowing, but here since participants are there from IITs, NITs, and other leading institutes, many participants might be using Linux also. They will be knowing how to do this in command prompt. But in most of the cases, say overleaf when we will use, their compilation command is there. We can click there, then this output will be generated automatically. Now LaTeX syntax. Why this input file I showed what was expected, it didn't come in this way. Reason is proper syntax was not used. How it is that commands. I was repeatedly telling also command. Now what command is an instruction either for producing something new or to change the form of an existing items. For example, if you want to produce LaTeX, here you can see this is written very complicated way. It is not possible to write in any other word processor. You can see L, A overlapped. A is gone that side. T is there. E is there. Different way. So this can be done simply by writing this in this way. Capital L, small a, capital T means consonants are in capital, vowels are in small, preceded by backslash. Then it will produce this. Now you may ask copyright symbol. Then simply write backslash copyright. It will produce this. For in this way, for different cases, different commands are there which are to be used for producing particular effect. Environment, a structure composed of two complementary commands within which some particular job can be performed. Already I have shown many formal way, say equation environment. It will start with begin equation and end with end equation. Inside this, we need to write whatever equation in our required syntax, and it will produce output say x square plus y square equal to r square in this way. Packages. Now if you noticed already, I mentioned that document class will take care of basic structures, but not all. Many cases, some additional features may be required. For that, we need to use some additional packages, which will be defined there. Say we need to use in the preamble, as I told, in preamble structures are defined. Say in preamble, we will use this command, use package in curly brace AMS math for producing mathematical expressions. It comes from AMS, American Mathematical Society Math. So this will be required. Similarly, for producing graphics or inserting figures, I showed that figure command include graphics was there. For that, some packages will be required. Now, keyboard characters. Ours one is, as I mentioned, that this is say English keyboard. We have many buttons here. Many other countries have many local these letters also, but here we have very simplified one. So in this from this keyboard, what we can produce directly, if we type this directly, it will come in our output. Say uppercase letters, if we want uppercase letters A to Z, anything to type produce in output, you type in this way with shift button from keyboard. Lowercase also we can produce without any problem. Digit 0 to 9 can be printed, parentheses can be done, brackets can be done, quotations, punctuations, math operators, all can be done directly. But there are certain characters in this keyboard which you cannot produce directly because those are reserved for writing LaTeX command syntax environment. Say here, if you want to produce dollar sign in your output, you cannot do it directly. It is to be preceded by backslash, means it is to be used as a command. Reason is this dollar sign is reserved for writing mathematical expressions. Similarly, if we want to produce percentage sign, then also it is to be preceded by percentage sign because percentage sign is used for commented lines. So these are certain characters from this keyboard which cannot be produced directly but through some commands. Now coming to this, why this workshop on LaTeX is required. Thing is, LaTeX is hardly taught under any academic curriculum and its learning on own effort from scratch is also time-taking and frustrating process. Already I have mentioned the advantages of LaTeX. Now thing is, one can learn easily. There are many resources. Books are there these days. Internet is there. Just click on Google what you want. You can get almost every information. Still, why this workshop is required? Reason is this LaTeX background. It is not taught under any academic curriculum in most of the cases. Nowadays, of course, many academic programs have included courses on LaTeX, even in many institutes in India. As already Dr. Yogita told that my book is taught as main textbook on LaTeX. So if you want to start learning yourself, it will be time taking and frustrating also. Hence, an initial hand-holding training on LaTeX becomes very encouraging and helpful to researchers during their busy time schedule. Accordingly, this workshop is designed for giving hands-on training on preparing accurate and professional-looking scientific documents using structured and auto-formatting features of LaTeX. This workshop is not like other short-term training program or faculty development program, which are developed by delivered by multiple resource persons independently for creating just awareness on their domain-specific topics at advanced levels. Instead, this workshop will be like a two-credit course containing sequential and interlinked topics to be delivered in 30 hours by a single resource person for researchers of any level from any domain. Already I showed here the participants are there from 26 different domains. Then researchers also, master's students are there in this participant list. PhD scholars are there, faculty members are there, independent researchers are there. So taking care of all this is designed in this way that the contents will be delivered in 30 hours, which is split into 15 days, 2 hours per day. reason is done in this way, that in offline mode I could see what participants are doing. If they are in any confusion, I can check directly and I can suggest. But in online mode, it will not be possible. So it is done in this way, that each day there will be 2 hours session. Thing will be discussed. After the certain material will be given to participants to practice. On the next day they will do practicing on their own. If they face any difficulty, they will drop me their file or contents in WhatsApp or by any other mode. I will check this and I will correct it, and then I will send back. So instead of continuing, when it is done in offline mode, I do in 5 days, each day of 6 hours. So 6 into 5 means 30 hours covered. Here it will be made 15 days. So that day long will be for practicing and communicating with me for any confusion. Now, this workshop is designed mainly based on the following book. This is my book, on this book only, but there will be many additional and new materials included. What material is supplied to the participants? Many contents are star marked. Star marked means those are at high level, either at high level or beyond this book. So topics to be covered in these workshops: the introduction to LaTeX. This is this today's session. Then font selection, how you can select different types of fonts, say italic font, bold font, slanted font, like that. Then text formatting, how you can do this section, subsection, chapter, paragraph, then line spacing, all this. Then page formatting, how you can do your say header, footer, or this page size, left margin, right margin, all this will be covered. Next, listing items, say enumerated, numbered 1 to 3, or itemized, all this will be covered separately. Then tabbing items means it is very similar to table, but it will be something, say menu list. Somewhere, say left side items will be there, right side the prices or quantities will be there. Table preparation, probably I need not to tell. Everyone knows that to present information concisely, table is one of the good way to represent information. Then figure insertion, equation writing, user defined macros. It is star marked because already you saw that many things are already structured. Say writing equation, inserting figures, you need to insert environment, or you can do write command, say backslash copyright to produce that symbol. Those are already defined. If you want, you can define yourself also new environment or command, or you can change the behavior of an existing command or environment. So such thing how can be done, those will also be covered. Then bibliography, how bibliography will be prepared. Then article preparation, how article will be prepared as per journal requirements, how say Elsevier template is there, Springer template is there, IEEE template is there, how you will prepare your research article there. Such thing will be covered separately. Thesis preparation, how thesis you can prepare. Thesis means book is also covered here. I will share this soft copy template directly for thesis preparation, and I will explain also that is not shared in this document, that will be shared directly text file, and I will explain also how you will prepare your thesis. Then slide preparation, already I told everything is done in LaTeX. Then slide again, whether will you go to prepare in another? No, you can prepare slide also in LaTeX directly. That will also be covered. Poster preparation means many times you say getting your paper selected for presenting in some conference, but you didn't get scope for oral presentation, but poster presentation, which will be a big size poster. So how you can prepare that thing also, you can prepare in LaTeX and give for flex printing to printers. Then drawing figures, how you can draw figures, what I showed, plotting this different figures I showed, then plotting functions and data sets, plotting pie charts. So all these are remaining topics are star marked because these are high level thing, little bit advanced level thing, and all people may not require all this. So these are the things which will be covered in this workshop. So thanks a lot for your patience in viewing and listening this inaugural session. Let me see if there is any comment is coming, anything. Dr. Yogita,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
any comment was there
Yes.
other than presentation related
Other than yes, there was somebody who wanted. I'll show you few questions, sir.
in WhatsApp?
No, no,
Oh,
here on
okay,
the
okay, okay. Here, okay. Message from audience will be displayed here.
yes,
Yes,
here.
okay,
This
good.
one,
Yeah,
like
yes. I am just scrolling this. Sir, is there any command for writing subsections? Yes, some participant is asking this. All this will be discussed. Particularly participants, I am telling this. You need not to be panic about this. How it will work. All this, as I told, I cannot see you how you are practicing. It will be difficult for me. But after every session, I will give some assignment sort of thing for practicing. If you find anything difficulty there, just share with me individually. I will respond. Apart from that, if you get any question, don't raise those questions in between. Say here it is asked subsections if it can be done, because what you are asking today probably that is already scheduled for next day or next to next day. So keep all these things recorded in your notebook and wait till the end of the workshop. At the end, on the last day, last session I kept for discussion. On the last day, if you find that what you required that is not covered in this workshop, then raise me, then we will discuss such thing. Say today or tomorrow when it will be discussed, someone may ask in between how slide can be prepared. So instead of asking this, just keep those questions noted in your notebook and see sequentially when you will go through these different sessions whether those questions have been answered or not. If not, we'll discuss at the end, means on the last day. Even this workshop session will not be over. After that also there will be communication. You can communicate me at any time beyond the workshop also when you will be writing your thesis or article. If you face any difficulty, you can write anytime. If you remember, before starting this workshop, few days back, I shared some candidates submitted PhD thesis. She attended my workshop in last November, but she was in continuous touch for writing her thesis. Every point she was facing difficulty, she was asking and clearing. Okay, so that will not be the end. So this is one Rishabh Borua. He asked about sub section that is there that can be done. We will discuss later on. Then Vaibhav Sharma, can you please arrange such video box at
I'll show
shop?
it, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I'll show that this one is a question.
Huh.
Uh, can we use the word reference instead of bibliography for the command? Are the same or different?
Yes, yes. This is what I am telling. Whatever other thing you are getting, participants, you are getting any question in your mind, instead of asking at this moment, just note down. Okay, here sir is telling bibliography, how reference can be done, printed. So at the end, if you see that that is not covered, then you let me know, then we will discuss.
And one last question, sir. How do we plot freehand curves? This I think.
Freehand curve. freehand curve you cannot do in programming based. Programming based, that is programmed. That freehand, it is to be done in bitmap only. Bitmap means some plotter needs to be used. For example, you share this whiteboard of Zoom, okay, or say paintbrush. Those things will be done there. Even if you think a talk about doing freehand, means you need to define it some mathematical expressions, or by some data you need to generate some data points, okay. That means, say I can tell, say some irregular curve. One wants to draw some irregular curves, then have some data points, irregular data points. That data points can be plotted. But using, say, your mouse or all this, that freehand curve, that cannot be done in the vector graphics.
All right, sir.
Any other technical question?
No, 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 not for today.
Okay, so for today, I don't know if any other question is coming. Otherwise, we can stop
We
probably.
can stop. And sir, from tomorrow, the session shall be on Zoom.
Yes, on Joe, moreover, today there were other viewers also apart from participants. So
Yes.
I didn't mention many things, means for practicing this thing before coming to tomorrow's session. What they need to practice, that thing I will share. I will prepare one document and I will share, if possible by tonight itself. I will share through WhatsApp that what they need to practice in Overleaf or in any other platform. And if they get any difficulty, tomorrow entire day is there to discuss with me through WhatsApp on this.
All right, sir. I think this is for today. We'll meet tomorrow, 9 p.m.
Okay, thanks a
Thank
lot.
you. Good night, everybody.
Good.